our book chat for today, and it's a really interesting one, I have to say. It's titled Beneath the Veil of Triumph, and it's written by pharmacist Yetunde Oyenuga. Now, this is a memoir, and she has put this together, and she's here to talk to us about exactly why she did this. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
All right. Now, they say that there's always a reason why people decide to put memoirs together. But some people find them personal. It's like a personal diary or a journal. And then you finally release it into the world. I have to ask you, what is your why? Why did you put together a memoir?
Being a community pharmacist, over the years, I found out that I've been using my own personal experiences growing up to mentor and counsel people. And I felt, what is the best way to reach out to a wider audience? And just to put it into writing. With that, I get to inspire a lot of people that I might not even meet in my lifetime. And they would get to know that whatever it is they are going through, they can actually pull through commitment and resilience.
So let me ask, how many years have you been a pharmacist?
14 years now.
14 years. So that means you've been in places where people come and ask you advice on their health, and you end up talking to them about, some decisions they're making with their life choices and how they should look after themselves. Yeah,
most of the time when people, I engage with people on a day-to-day activities, apart from the use of medications, and we also talk about personal things, because you realize that some problems are actually psychological, not just medical based. You can treat a patient and the patient keeps coming back. And you realize that there's nothing wrong with this patient. There's something beneath it. So I get to reach out to them, talk to them through my own experiences over the years.
Okay. Now, when you get to the pharmacy off the top of my head and you explain some personal challenge, you always hope that the pharmacist has a solution for you without sending you off to go and see a specialist or a doctor. And hopefully over the years, you've been having more success stories than others. But then they never think about what the pharmacist themselves is going through. And you've decided to put your actual story into writing right now. So where does your story begin here? What age?
My story begins at age 2.
Wow. Okay.
Very, very early.
Age 2?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You need to give us a little bit of the structure of your memoir here. From age 2?
From age 2.
And what happened?
At age 2, I don't really know what is going on around me. All I was aware of then was a happy home and a happy family.
Okay.
But growing up, I realized that it's just a fiction. It's something that I wish that happened to me while I was growing up.
Okay.
At the age of 2, things were normal for a normal child, a toddler.
Yeah.
As I was growing older, I realized that there's more to being in a polygamous setting than just being a girl child.
Okay, so now you're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. So I'm thinking about the fact that you just said polygamous home now. So I'm getting there. Do you go deep into what it was like to be in a polygamous home in your story?
Yes.
You go deep into that. And is this leaning towards the positive or probably a little more towards negative?
For me, I experienced more of negative than the positive side. But one thing about me is that my challenges has always been my strive to push me to do better. And I've been able to reason beyond and move beyond whatever it is I'm facing at every particular time. As far back as 8 years old, as my memory can actually go, I remember thinking of being a pharmacist or a doctor. And I've always thought that, no matter what happened to me or what I'm going through, I have to make a name for myself.
And despite the situation going on at home, which you document here, you were able to get there and become a pharmacist.
Yes.
But obviously, the story begins very early and takes you through that journey to when you started your career. So I'm beginning to connect with where this story is going now. But I have to say, when it comes to family, how did they react when they heard that you were putting together a book talking about your story?
Honestly, this book for me was something I kept a secret.
Oh, okay. So there's some people that still don't know
At all.
that they're in this book. Wow, okay.
Because all my life has always been like personal. My going to the university, nobody knows when I went to like get the form from the house.
Wow, wow.
Nobody knows what I was doing in school.
Okay.
Because in that kind of setting, you tend to protect yourself more. And I'm the type that I've always been protecting not just myself, but my younger siblings as well.
Okay.
I'm being the first child in my own family to go to attend a university. So I have to protect a whole lot of things. And I'm also protecting my mom at the same time. So my life has always been personal and somewhat secretive. And
now you've put everything into this book. Wow.
I feel people need to know the story, know my story. And no matter what you're doing or what you're going through, I believe that with God, consistency, commitment, and you focusing on your goals, you would get to where you're going and you would achieve it. It might take time, but it is not how far it is, but how well it is.
The name of the book that we are talking about so cryptically is Beneath the Veil of Triumph. Now, it's a memoir of resilience and redemption by this amazing pharmacist, Yetunde Oyenuga. Yeah, we're not letting all of the cat out of the bag, but we would love to hear your thoughts on this. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and tag us WakeUpNigeria TVCE.